We all know that Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee is a reimagining of the original adventure through Kanto, but what you might not realize going in is that Game Freak takes full advantage of this by inserting references to later games in the series, most notably Gold and Silver's Johto. And it all makes sense considering the connection between Kanto and Johto. Revisiting Kanto and seeing all the changes that took place in the 3-year gap is still regarded as one of the best moments in the entire Pokemon series. But with Let's Go, there's plenty of references to those changes that you might not expect, so we wanted to show off 5 of our favorites throughout the game. Even though Blue isn't your rival in Let's Go, he shows up quite a bit throughout the adventure, helping to provide a little more context to the dealings with Team Rocket. The game even has fun with this by having him visit Professor Oak at one point, where there's a little wink towards the professor not knowing his own grandson's name. But for us, one of the coolest appearances of Blue is after defeating Giovanni in the Viridian City gym. Team Rocket's leader has officially disbanded the group and goes on a journey of self-discovery, and Blue is waiting outside. Hearing about Giovanni, he decides to take over the gym after being asked by the Pokemon League over and over. This sets the stage for his role in Gold and Silver. You can even re-challenge him once per day where he comments about remodeling the gym since the current look makes him look like a bad guy. Speaking of gym leader rematches, the one against Koga is filled with allusions to Johto. The first time you re-challenge him, he'll talk about honing his techniques upon defeat. He comments how strong the Pokemon League is and his aspirations to join the Elite Four, something we know he'll accomplish in Gold and Silver. But there's still one more aspect of Koga that you may be wondering about, and he does indeed reference his daughter. If you return for another match, he comments before the battle that he wants to show off his fatherly dignity to his daughter. Yep, he's talking about Janine from Gen 2, who takes over the Fuchsia Gym when he enters the Elite Four. While you never actually see her, it's still a pretty neat callback. In the same vein, there's the rematch with Sabrina. Although she doesn't have a new role in Gold and Silver, Let's Go does take advantage of the fact that she's psychic. Upon defeating her, she says that she won't encounter another trainer like us for around another 3 years, a reference to the player character in the Johto games. It's a truly unexpected callback and a fun way to prepare new players for a possible Let's Go in the Johto region. That is, if this game is successful enough. Now, up until this point, all of the references have been to Gold and Silver, and that's technically still the case with this last one. But more specifically, this character comes from Heart Gold and Soul Silver. It was quite the shock to see the Team Rocket admin Archer appear from those games. Just him being in the game is something unexpected, but Let's Go goes a step further once Team Rocket has been disbanded and the player becomes the league champion. Returning to the Rocket hideout, you can discover him next to Giovanni's desk where he challenges you to one last fight. After defeating him, he reveals a letter that he was writing detailing his plans to form an even stronger Team Rocket and leave the Kanto region. This, of course, ties into Team Rocket's plans in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, where Archer was the leader of the admins trying to bring back Giovanni. What's so fun about these references is that they add a sense of continuity to the games. It's not exact, of course, but there's just enough here to get a reaction out of longtime fans and create a payoff for new ones. Pokemon Let's Go is hiding plenty more secrets though, so make sure to subscribe to GameXplain for more on Pokemon and other things gaming.